Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series. But you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
All right.
2000 was just fighting 4, then it was next, and it's almost 0. So, all right. Yeah,
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2024 Stu Sells Halifax 1824 Classic. Here on a foggy day in Halifax. My name is Greg Doyle, and I'm joined by Joel Kratz today. Good afternoon, Joel.
Hey, Greg. We should be in for a good matchup today. I know both the teams have a game under their belt now, so should be pretty comfortable with the ice.
Yeah. So we have a men's division game today between Team Brent MacDougall out of Halifax and Team Tremblay out of Quebec. So it looks like Team MacDougall has won the hammer for this first end, and we are getting on to go with our first rock. This is Philippe Brassard throwing the lead rock.
other one. 14-8, that should be close.
Good first shot. Center line touching the center. And Brent will want to throw his first rock around that. Scott Weagle's in the hack, ready to throw. By the sounds of it, the ice is pretty quick so far. We hit our 14-8 for the first rock of the game. And they rub that rock on the center line, but stays on the center line, so it's good to stay there. This is Philippe Brassard going to throw an easy takeout weight. Nice shot. This should be a exchange of stones in the first end. Everyone just trying to feel out the ice.
So 10?
Joel, you were on the ice yesterday, were you not?
Yeah, we were playing. The ice is running great. Takeouts are running fairly straight, but in terms of speed and curl, there's very fast. As you saw, draw as you're putting the broom outside the edge of the 8, so lots of movement.
9-5.
That's all you can ask for as a curler is good ice in front of you. And Scott makes a nose hit.
Yeah, Brent's team this year is new. Brent obviously has been around for a long time and has a lot of different teams, but I think new squad this year. This is their third event, so getting pretty familiar with each other now.
Yeah. And on a personal team level, I've played with both Nick and Ben over the last few years, so if you hear a little bit of razzing, that's the reason why. And you've played with Scott, so you might hear some razzing there as well. There's a hit and roll out, and Brent's just going to keep this open.
Straight peel. Okay.
Asking Nick Burdock to make the hit here.
Clean, yep, yes, yes.
Looks like we're getting a nose hit here. We are.
Sorry, it was a shitty slide. Oh. Goodness, Nick. It's very
And
frosty. so
Team
it's catching
Tremblay
everything.
will
Anyway,
be
I missed the shot from the get-go.
trying to make the come around here. Probably end up top 4 would be ideal. This is their third Jean-Michel Arsenault. They are playing with a 3-person team today.
Yeah, good news for Brent with that nose peels. At least it's close to the rings and it's their own rock now.
That's right.
Wave's good.
This one's got some curling to do to get buried.
Yeah, it looks like they buried a corner of it, kept it on the tee line, but it is accessible.
Yeah, board. Stay close otherwise, she'll move. Nice. Yep.
Ben working hard on this one to keep it straight. It's going to be close to that guard. And it is all over the guard.
Okay.
Yeah, early in the game like that, in the practice, the teams throw the draw to the button, so throwing those rocks much wider than that, so it's easy in the first end to catch some pebble.
I think the call here is to play a tight guard. We're going to take the opposite turn.
Yeah, if this is placed well, Brent will probably still have to keep bailing. You could see a freeze at some point in the end, probably later on, as that rock is far enough back that you can get shot rock on it.
This one's got a long ways to move. They managed to get it over there. And it guards that rock quite nicely. Team MacDougall will look at making the run back here. And this is their third Ben Mayhew.
You got her.
And shots made. Left the guard out front though, so it gives Team Tremblay the option of getting around the center guard again.
Again now. I'm good with that.
They're having to throw the other turn now that they've been throwing all in, so we'll see how the speed is running over here.
Right now this is pretty wide open coming in. Doesn't look like he's going to bury a piece of it.
You can go under, I think.
Pretty wide open.
Okay. All right, board.
Yeah, Brent not wanting to take any risk by rolling under the center guard, so it looks like he's still playing for the blank.
Wait's closed. Wait's good.
And rolls away to the side of the 4-foot. The Quebec team will probably make a hit here. Question is, do they want to roll inside? If they roll inside, it'll probably be behind the tee line. But it looks like the call, though.
could nose it for now and get a higher roll on the next one.
Right.
If you make this roll good, Brent's going to throw a freeze right on it, but as long as we stay in the rings here,
Yep.
it'll be good.
This is their skip, Julien Tremblay, with his first rock, first end. He's throwing like a control hit weight. So it's breaking quite hard. And they barely get a corner of it. And it goes out of the rings, so a bit of a break for Team MacDougall.
Yeah, we'll see if Brent, yeah, he is going to throw it around the center guard. I didn't know if he might throw to the wing if he's looking for that blank, but good opportunity right now.
What do you want to give him? I like 4 right now.
So ideally, Brent would like to be behind the center guard. Top 4 would be ideal. And anyone in Nova Scotia curling would know not to leave Brent MacDougall a draw because he will make it 99% of the time.
Weights close. Back 4. Weights better. T-line. T-line back 4. Back 4.
This looks a long ways out there as well.
Already
Still got
there.
a long ways to curl.
Back 8. Already back 8.
Now they're calling it back 8.
Yeah.
He still does bury the whole rock. This Team Tremblay has to decide whether they're going to bump that out or just freeze to it. It looks like they're going to freeze to it.
Yeah, seems to be getting pretty quick there. A couple of rocks now, sweepers haven't been able to do much with it.
Right. So they're talking about a 14-5 split for this. That would be pretty quick for a first end. This is Julien Tremblay throwing his final rock of the first end. Calling back 12, which is a little hot. This has some serious curling to do as well. It's actually trying to come over. A little rub off. So it looks like Brent MacDougall will have a quiet tap back for his 2.
Yeah, good thing for Brent here is that it's pretty close to the same shot he just threw.
Exactly.
So should have a pretty good idea of what the ice is doing. The amount of curl, it's quite easy to get to the nose since it's in the back 8.
Backline hack. I like hack. I like hack here. Hack's good. Absolutely. Yep, let's do it. Let's go.
It's one thing for sure with the microphone on Nick today, we're going to get a lot of interesting commentary going from on ice.
Yeah, let's see how this one curls here. Again, it is that tighter path I mentioned earlier. So
Backline. Hack. Little. Yep.
yeah, there it goes.
You gotta go.
Scott holding this straight. Looks like they're by. Still have to keep on it though. Yeah, it looks like they made the shot for 2. So an opening deuce on the first end for Team MacDougall puts them in front 2-0 after 1. We will be back after these messages.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
And we are back for the second end of the Stu Sells Halifax 1824 Classic. We'd like to take a quick minute to thank our presenting sponsors, Steel Subaru on the men's side and Neon Train on the women's side. And thank you to our partner sponsors, which are the Curling Store, Crombie Reet, Scotia Square, Murphy's Hospitality Group, and PEI Brewing Company.
5, 6, 6.
And also a quick thank you to our supporting sponsors, which are Stanhope Simpson's Insurance and Stu Sells Realty.
We're close.
And this is the first rock being thrown by Scott Weigel, looking for a top 4, and looks like we're going to get there a little bit back button. Team Tremblay will probably put up the corner guard here. Try to generate the extra point. Working hard to get that over the hog line, and they do. And Brent will look to put a guard on this rock.
Yeah, if this guard is placed well, it's going to kind of do two things. It's going to block off any sort of draw around the corner guard from the center line side anyway.
Can go. Can go. 2. 2. Right. Set, go, go, go. You got it. Oh. You're good. Right on. Right on. Goodie.
Pretty good shot.
Right on.
Talking about an in-turn draw here, going far out to the 12-foot. And that's the beauty of nice curling ice, too, is that this rock looks like it's going to be nowhere near getting to the right spot, but the way it curls in and the carving that we can do nowadays, quite easy to do.
Yeah, that high yellow guard's not really in play this shot.
Line looks pretty good on this. All about the weight now.
Yep.
This looks really good.
Yep. Come on. Go, Fletcher.
That's a great shot.
Nice shot.
You can just see how much that got carved over.
I don't hate a run back there. Always free from the top. Yeah, good for that. Yep. Yeah, they're right on key line, so we'll wait top 4.
And Brent's going to go the other turn on this one.
Yeah, we'll bump some around, but yeah, scurry freeze here.
Yeah, both teams liking to use their draw to the button paths here. As long as this one is anywhere in front, it's going to be a pretty good shot.
Good time. Whoa.
This one looks way out there as well. It's got some curling to do. Here it comes. It's trying. Ends up pretty nice. Very nice shot by Nick.
Yeah, just that foot or two heavy out of his hand, and the line just takes quite a while to get there, but it does.
Yeah. Well, no. I don't like those unassisted shots, so we can't do anything with it. So, yeah,
So Philippe will probably try to do a little bit of a freeze tap here just to maybe release the back red rock from play. Ideally to freeze to the inside of the top red.
La place.
Lots of room.
On est large.
They're saying that the weight is up on this one, but
Yep. Whoa.
It really came over. And they managed to
Okay, good shot.
jiggle it a little bit.
Ça colle moins, hein? Non, non, non. Non, on est positif, là, mais elle reste là, là. Ouais.
So a few options here for Brent. It looks like he's just going to throw a back ring wake just to rearrange some of the rocks. Right now, the setup is not really advantageous to either team. So Nick can throw a maybe a back 8 shot just to hit the inside of the top yellow, roll a little bit in. That would probably be ideal for them.
He's got a lot more.
Calling back line on this. I don't think he's going to make contact with anything with back line. Oh, I think he's missed the whole thing. Just a little on the heavy side.
Yeah, I'm going to assume Tremblay's going to try a similar shot. There's
think
not really
so.
any advantage to anyone right now the way it's lined up, so they'll try to move something.
Gracious, Nick, what are you doing?
Tremblay's issue is that red rock that Burdock threw that's just biting the shot rock. Yeah.
Back 8!
Well, I wanted to throw the same thing, but
The one thing they didn't look at their the intern draw, which they played earlier.
Non, c'est ça.
They know it cuts over there. They could get another rock in that way.
You could, if you could ever get one frozen to the red rock in the top button area
Right.
with the other turn, it'd be a pretty good shot.
Yep.
other things.
Je pense à la meilleure shot, ça.
Just trying to unlock that
Back 8, back
their own
goes.
yellow rock, but also the red that's in the back 4.
Calling back 8, back 12 on this shot. Looks like they've taken quite a bit less ice than Nick just had on his.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's still the same, but I think it's just the weight, because like it ended up just
Bastien.
missing the other one, but like.
Reste proche, Phil, reste proche. Proche. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard, Phil. Hard, 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 hard.
Did not look too bad. You can probably play the double on the top yellows. Roll inside.
That's something, yeah.
That could be made. It's going to be pretty good for Brent here. The angles will be pretty good. Just a matter if you can get to the inside enough.
Yep.
Coming at it with this turn, you got to hit that first one pretty thin. Sounds like they're talking board weight because you don't want to move that red one in the top button very much. So try to get as low as you can with softer weight.
All right, yeah, that's good.
It's a good view there. You can probably get mostly hit it pretty thin with the way it is there.
It's nice.
So this is Ben Mayhew's first rock. This one's got to move a little bit. Oh. He's by the top. Very nice shot.
Yeah, nicely done.
Now, Tremblay's team could, if they can see the most of the rock right there and on the nose, they should be able to get rid of 2.
Pretty
Yes,
easily.
sir.
Yeah, but we have to work with.
Lui, mettons, il run. Il run là-dedans.
No, still.
It's a good shot from Team MacDougall there.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I see is that red rock in the back 4 is going to be hard to. It's going to be hard to remove those yellows with that there. So
Right. So it looks like they're going to throw another rock into that pile instead of making some type of a hit.
Yeah, big mess.
I think they're going to play back. I heard back 8. I think they're just going to try and tap back 8 to the nose of the Red Rock. So right now the scoring area is pretty shrunk for excuse me, for Team Tremblay. They'd like to open it up a smidge, give them an option to have 2 or more. So calling back 4 on this.
Oh. Push, yep. 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 Good shot.
I think that worked out pretty good for them.
Yes, it did.
Right now, I think all 3 Reds would go if they could have a shot at it.
Not a bad call.
I think
Yeah, like,
Brent's going to possibly protect it with his life.
or like
Yeah, Scott's come down here. If you throw the guard and then they make that shot that you were talking about, Greg, by running it back, they'll be in a lot of trouble. Scott's talking about running it onto their red right now and getting that red into the pocket somewhere.
you have to hit it a bit high. Which is fine because there's a chance they might spill everything. So I'm fine with making them make shots right now. Yeah, I'll see the guard.
So I think Brent's initial call is what they're going to play.
Yeah, and I think like you heard Burdock say there, he still has to make that run back if you put this guard there. So.
Right. Yeah, the MacDougall team just has to be very cautious on this because it's that last rock is put in an ideal spot that can be used for multiple score.
They'll take their own down. Oh, no. It's going to be right next to this one.
Is the guards placed?
They're still going to pick something next.
As good a shot as any, good
Yeah.
a spot as any there. So
I think there'd be some type of run back or peel being made here.
À part ça, parce qu'avec la haute, c'est sûr, la shot. Là.
I guess they're kind of looking to see if there's a hole there,
Oh,
but looks pretty tight to me.
Mais c'est vrai que ça bloque ça.
The run back's not easy because if you ever touch that rock in the top 4, the red one, you might send it in there. But I don't know if there's much other choice though.
yeah.
Easy.
So it looks like they're throwing.
Looks like they're trying to hit the rock, the other guard that was already there. Try to cross the face. Only with soft weight. I guess they don't want to move too much. Oh no, they are going with. Are they coming through the hole?
I think they are.
Whoa! 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 Ah.
Yeah, we weren't really sure what they were trying, but then they were playing the hole the entire way.
Pas si pire, hein?
Part of me says they should have maybe taken the other turn, but
Ah! Si près. Wow. Wow.
I guess they're looking at, do we throw a guard again or throw an aggressive shot?
yeah,
Okay, so then we're here.
yeah, that was my initial thought, Nick.
You're fine. I think you like top 12. You're not free. You can just go right to here.
Yeah, they can. Tremblay can probably get in there a couple ways. So I guess probably coming in is, you get something in that pocket in the top 4 would be pretty good.
So I think the call is to go top 8.
Ouais.
Here, maybe to take away the run back. Brent MacDougall with his first rock of the second end.
Close so far.
They like the weight. They're now just sweeping for line. I think they're by. This might overcurl a smidge on them. Not bad, but
That's good, but
I think you can just smoke what you see of that yellow, and you might be able to kill a couple.
yeah, it's that shot you were talking about earlier. I think you're right. 3 of those reds go, and you should probably sit 3 after this.
Easy. Yeah. Comme ça?
Yeah, I think that's the call.
Yeah, it looks like they've got a little less than half, which is well more than they need.
Yep. First rock from Julien Tremblay about to come up. Probably sees a little bit of weight on this.
Is this going to come back enough?
He's going to get a smidge of it. No, he didn't actually. He missed everything. Gave everything at the back a little, little move.
You touched the red. Any chance red shot now? Doesn't look like it.
Can't tell from our point. Ooh.
Oh. Looks like yellow from there, but it's darn close.
Again, Team MacDougall still has to be a little cautious here. It's still lined up to remove multiple multiple red.
Well, no, I know.
So this time their guard, they don't want to be as deep, I would think. They just want to be more of a line call. They also probably want to take away the short run back on the yellow. So maybe ideally halfway guarding both, but we'll see.
I'll keep it wide. You got it.
It's the last skip rock of the second end for Team MacDougall.
Tight. You. Tight. Halfway.
Calling this halfway. They still have to get it over quite a ways.
Come on, you got it.
So they took away the one shot. Or did they? No, they're gonna.
Very similar hole to that one they tried to come through earlier in the end.
Right.
This one looks smaller to me, but I don't really see any other shot to try. So.
So if he makes this right, this could be a shot for 3. Final shot for skip Julien Tremblay. Haven't touched it yet. And we're not by. So it looks like a 1 for yellow. Yeah, they tapped.
No, not at all.
So that's a 1 for Team Tremblay, and they'll put them behind 2-1 on Team MacDougall. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back in a minute.
Enjoy fall to the fullest with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
When he nicked it over? Yeah, it looks like. like how close is the circle. Yeah. And at that point, you can't measure it either. So.
It was very obviously done.
Oh, good then. That's good. Yep, good.
2 millimeters, but it was obvious.
Well, it's okay.
Hey, third end's about to start now. Like we just said, MacDougall has the hammer up 1, playing the third end.
Oh, I know. Well, no. That's so he's all like, the only thing we can't do is over curl. I'm like, well, he's gonna be wide. So then he pitches it wide. Yeah. So that's his way of not being tight. Is by being a foot wide. Brent.
That thought is there with my release, but with the other skip's release, that's
No, I agree with you. He does back it up. Yeah, that's fine. He had the right weight, but it was the right weight, but it went tight because we were wide. We lost a lot of weight on it, so. All right, go for it, buddy. You got this. Let's go.
First rock at the end just slips off the center line, but is still a guard.
Go a little. 5. Wait. 5. 4.
Sweeper's calling it top 12 right now.
3.
And not quite by. They did manage to drag it to the top 12. But it is open for the most part. Team Tremblay would like to hit that. Stay right there if possible.
I got a little slow to your hand, but that was
Well,
good.
they're talking about the draw possibly.
Come around.
It's Philippe Brassard about to throw. Looks like they've gone to the draw. Going to completely ignore that rock top 12.
Whoa. Kel. 14. Whoa.
14 would be a little bit strong. It just slips behind the tee line to back 4. Brent will probably follow that down, just probably going to take the other turn by the looks of it. Taking ice outside of the rings. So anticipating this one to cut pretty hard over.
It's close, maybe a little.
Scott Weigel.
Better, it's much better. 6, 7. Back 4. Back 4. Can't touch.
Back 4 on its own.
Go. They're on its own.
Just needs to cut over a little bit.
Go now.
It's actually coming down pretty nice. Actually came down a lot.
First again. All right.
Nice shot, top button.
Yeah, it was nice to get that one in a good spot. I'm sure Brent isn't a fan of that stagger situation in front of the rings there, so.
No. So Team Tremblay will just come down and freeze to this rock.
I think you took a wider pass, so it took its weight late. Yeah, I got a pretty quick split, so that came in real nice.
Just looking around some of the other sheets just to give you some updates. I'll go to sheet number 4 where I see Team Henderson is up on Team Blades 1-0 after the second end. On sheet number 2, I see Team Nick Mosier up 1-0 over Team Champ after 2 ends. And on sheet number 1, I don't see anything hung up. So I'm going to assume it's 2 blank ends, but maybe I should take that back. So I don't know yet.
You can do it with board, but I think he's going to call hack. I like back line.
That last rock just had a little bit more curling to do.
Let's do good back line here.
And Team MacDougall will look at just tapping this rock possibly out of the rings or just rolling inside off of their the shooter rock. It's Nick Burdock, but ready to throw.
Ready to go little.
Sweeping early for line. Now we're going to curl. Oh, pretty nice shot by Nick. Now it looks like Team MacDougall's line 2.
Yeah, really nice weight control.
Great sweep, brother.
Said earlier that Brent's not a fan of that stagger up front, but I think he is
We
now.
lost it for a second. We were on, and then that weight would have been right on then. I was like back 12.
No.
I was like back 12, back on, I think. So that's good. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, they'll bump us around.
And Jean-Michel Arsenault about ready to throw. Guessing we'll be throwing like a backline weight just to
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
double tap the reds, making sure one is pushed to the back of the rings. Sweeping hard to get by.
Carol.
We're by. A little unlucky there.
So like same thing. Maybe you can throw more weight.
Pretty ideal setup right now for Team MacDougall.
Yeah, when you roll this, you want to roll it at least to the center line, maybe more, because
Right.
that freeze with the other turn is certainly there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say roll.
Yeah, if you don't roll and you leave your rock right there, there could be a possible triple
Okay, all right.
set up.
He'll jump really late.
So I think he's going to throw around the same weight, if I was to guess.
Close. Close. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Yep. Oh, girl. Girl. Yep.
Really nice
Right on,
shot by
boys.
Nick. So now the forefoot is really shrunk down for Team Tremblay.
Yeah, Tremblay's got to be careful here. This is you're probably going to get one chance at this freeze, and if it's not made perfectly, you're going to be in real trouble. So
Right.
I guess they're maybe talking about running something in there.
I think I would be opening this up right now.
A good overall team.
Well, actually, no. You're without hammer, actually. I didn't.
Yeah, the issue is
MacDougall is a hammer, so
focus to the back one. Like, I wouldn't have wanted to roll.
it's almost like an all or nothing shot right now.
Have the angle red.
So early in the game.
There. You can also even pick the red that's on T line and jam it like a quarter rock back on that as well. So we have options. Well, if they want it, you can still get it out with that. So we'll have to overcurl it. Yeah. All right. Make some more.
So Jean-Michel Arsenault making the freeze attempt here. Calling. So you can hear the commentary, back 4.
14-2. That should be really close.
This has got to cut over a little more with this shot. Great shot.
So do we bang it back? Like the reds?
Still a few options. You can, play that red.
Yeah. Oh, only throwing board? Okay.
I guess they're trying to hit about a quarter of this.
Yeah, I'd say we go with good ice here because you have a good angle to get onto it other way. So, yeah, we're not trying to skinny the guard either. We can still hit more than what we
Thinner the better. Even if you hit it a little thin and just chip it in there, it's still
Right.
pretty good.
This is third. Ben Mayhew playing board weight. On this hard all the way. And he makes the shot.
Very nice.
Slide
Great line
3.
call. Great line call there from Brent. Hit that right in the right spot.
Now the problem now for Team Tremblay is those rocks are more in a straight line, it's going to be harder to freeze to it. Now you have to freeze to the corner of the shot rock.
No. I think we play safe. Yeah. No,
Some dangerous times here now.
that's a hard one, so carry on.
See if Arsenault can make a good good freeze here.
That's what I thought we needed to be like really off, but I didn't yell because I thought.
That's it.
This rock's really out there.
Hard, kill, set kill.
Really has to curl over.
He's close. He's
They're
got
really
it.
getting it over there.
Oh.
Not bad. Great shot.
I think we're still shot though, so. Like
You heard that from Brent. That acknowledging the great shots that they've made. And just for the record, Joel, I was right on sheet 1. They did blank the first 2 ends, and I saw a 2-spot go up for.
Well, the nice thing is it's gonna
Morrison, I believe.
Sorry, who was it?
Looks like Morrison got 2.
Right. Morrison got 2 over Duncan on sheet 1. So it's 2-0 after the third end. Usually when I make assumptions like that, I'm wrong, but
This shot might just be there. It looks like they're trying to go red, red, yellow.
yeah, I don't think you can throw a lot of weight at this. You don't want to.
like 2/3, 3/4.
Yeah.
You want to make sure the rock you're hitting is going to hit something else, and you don't want to just pick it out.
Yeah, they really do kind of need to hit as much of this as they can.
Yeah, it's not horrible if it overcurls and hits that yellow either.
10.
You really gotta go. You really gotta go. You're getting it. You're getting it.
Oh,
All right. That's good. That's good. That works. No, that works fine.
Still not bad for Brent. They have access to get that yellow one out of there now. And that is a lonely yellow in the forfeit.
that's right.
Faut être sûr de la louper au moins une demi-roche en
You had to
dedans.
make a perfect angle.
Parce que ce qui arrive de côté,
Away,
là,
so.
même si on est off-nose de même, il pète tout.
Oh, c'est.
Lots of discussion whether the best defense is a little bit of offense and put another rock in play, or are they just going to cap it off
They're
and
gonna make really good shots. They have to make perfect.
Yeah, they do have the cap off that slash they just opened up.
yep.
But at the same time, you're worried about having only one yellow in the forfeit. But
Right. Their initial call was to freeze to the inside of their own yellow. As nice as that looks, that will still leave Brent a shot on the top
They do something.
red.
Freeze maybe, guard.
yeah, right on the RL and curling would be a pretty good spot, covering most of that red one.
Right.
Being really aggressive and stick one in there.
Yeah, Brent doesn't have much. If you're looking at the view that's on the left side of the screen, Brent doesn't have much on the left side, so putting something on the center line is probably best. But I do kind of like their call coming into top 8. I think what you were talking about, Greg, there is if you come in the top 4 frozen on their own, Brent's still going to have that slash, and you probably still get those both those
Right.
yellow ones out of there. So
Right.
Ça, c'est pas bon parce que là, shot, tout arrive. Fait que, tu sais, c'est comme un.
Still lots of discussion. And the one thing with this being a Bonspiel, there's no time clocks in this. Chances are they'd be calling a timeout right now. I don't know. What would you do here, Joel?
I think what they're worried about is Brent can probably come down with the in-turn on the left side, and if they could nose that yellow one, it probably springs out. And I think that's what they're concerned about, but taking away that red slash where they would end up sitting 3 buried is probably more important right now.
I think you're right. I think if Brent was going to try the in-turn on his next shot, I think what will happen is he probably will hit the yellow, but he'll probably spring his shot rock a little off too, which he doesn't want to touch right now. So this is a very defensive call. First skip rock for Team Tremblay. Calling top eights. That's a little deep right now. It looks a little deeper than that.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying a plan B now.
Yeah, I think it's going to bounce off. Now the double is there to lie 4.
Yeah, and it's not even quite necessary to make the double exactly. Like, as if you can roll in on top of your red, you're still going to have something for 3, I would imagine.
And honestly, you don't have to throw very much weight at this. I know a lot of people's tendency would be to throw a bomb down there and to try to make them both spring. But really, like you said, the important part is getting to the inside. It doesn't matter the weight you're going to get.
Yeah, there's probably just enough room to get by to make the double, but like I said, I don't know if that's exactly necessary now, as long as you can roll in there.
So I never heard the weight call, but by the looks of where Ben is holding the broom, this will have a little bit of weight to it.
I know Brent likes the outturn.
Close for the roll. And he does have the roll. Nice shot.
Just like that.
He's lying 2 right now, but...
Yeah, don't remove it enough to sit the 4, but...
Still a nice position right now.
It's tough to get rid of even one of those reds.
That's right.
Pretty close to that front guard, though. There wasn't much room.
And there's still plenty of room for Brent to draw with the outturn for 3, so...
Yeah, we're still solid 1-2. You can technically get it to yellow, but... That's good. Love that for Brent, to be honest.
Yeah, and just like Nick Burdock mentioned, since they moved that other yellow out a little bit, you can probably get to the nose of that and bump it back.
I don't know if they're going to get the middle one. Yeah, the back two, the top one will go, but... Yeah.
So they're actually talking about throwing weight at this now to make as much go away as possible.
So what I like is just a matter of if the shot rock on the button drags and sticks there or not, but
right.
Good chance you can get rid of at least 2.
Now my only hesitation with this is to be tight and wreck on the guard, and then you'll leave a somewhat open hit for 5. It's a pretty important shot right now.
Yep. Yep. Oh.
Oh, nice shot. That's the best shot he could have done there, I think. Still leaves Team MacDougall lying 1.
Thanks.
But it looks like he'll have an open draw to the 4-foot for a second point.
Thanks.
Yeah, so draw for 2 for Brent. Pretty much a game saver at this point from Tremblay just then.
Brent, you don't have your stick in your hand.
Your stick. Scott, his stick. Yeah. Brent, we're still first shot, yeah? Cool. All right. Oh yeah, that's all they had. I wasn't sure how many he could actually move, and he moved quite a bit. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know. All right, let's make this. I like 4 right now. 4 is pretty clean.
All right, final rock of the third end. This is an attempted draw for 2 points for Team MacDougall.
Looks pretty big right now. Oh, there right now. Yeah.
Sweepers think it's a little hot right now. And right now they're just watching this one come in. And it looks like it has a little too much mustard on it. And it looks a little deep, so it's only a score of 1 for Team MacDougall. So after 3 ends, the score is 3 for Team MacDougall and 1 for Team Tremblay. We'll be back in a few moments.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
90, we asked for a 4, so that's why. You got 85, then yeah, no, we're never making that. Yeah. I'm okay with
We're back with the fourth end
All right. Let's go, boys. You got this.
here at the Stu Sells Halifax 1824 Classic. I'm Greg Doyle alongside Joel Kratz. And we are getting ready for our first shot from Scott Weigel with Team MacDougall up 3-1. Just to give you a couple more updates, I'm looking at sheet number 4 right now, and I see Team Cassidy Blades scored a 3 against Team Henderson, and they are up 3-1 after 3 ends. On sheet number 2, looks like Team Champ scored 1 in the third end and are tied with Team Mosier 1-1. And that's all I have. So Team MacDougall put their first rock top 4. Team Tremblay will put their corner guard up.
Whoa, Jen. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shot. Brent will put one tight now. And also just a quick note to not forget that not only do we have curling at the Halifax Curling Club over the next this weekend, there's going to be some live entertainment over the next few nights, starting tomorrow night with Brooklyn Blackmore and Jamie Fontaine on stage at 4:30, going all the way to 11 o'clock. On Saturday, we're going to have the floor curling set up for the kiddies, so come on down for that. The East Coast Kitchen Party on Saturday night, happening at 8:30. Oysters are being served. It's from 6 to 8. Not my cup of tea, but some people's. And then Sunday, we have our Sunday brunch during the semifinal games. For tickets for that part of the event, you can go to halifaxcurl.com and purchase those.
Looks like we had a blank on sheet 1. A
Line's good.
third blank of the game. Duncan takes the blank against Morrison. They're still down
Line's good.
2-0, playing the
Nice,
fifth
nice,
end now.
nice.
This rock is coming in nicely. Pretty good shot.
That's it.
Brent's going to put another center guard on that.
Yeah, nice setup from Lead Stones here, this end.
Yep. I think he's going to No, he's going to go to the center guard. I thought for a second he was going to corner freeze to that rock just played by Brassard. This is Nick Burdock. And the guard is made. Just like Team Tremblay will try to hit the tight guard, roll onto the rings.
Contrôle. Bon.
Yeah, I definitely lost a bit, but yeah, we could have curled a bit at the end. Yeah, this now.
Yep. Whoa. Push. Whoa.
Like, it's a tough one.
Straight. Whoa.
That's a really nice shot.
Let's go.
Saved the shooter as well. So Brent will probably have to make a play at that rock now.
Yeah, Brent's going to have to be careful for most of the end now with that yellow situation on the left side being so good. And now the red rock in the 4-foot's accessible. Having to make sure keeping these shooters in the ring somewhere.
Important for this rock to stay on, and I don't think it does. Rolls off. So now Team Tremblay can make a pass at that shot rock and roll or lie two.
That real nice.
Hack.
Yeah, that didn't curl an inch.
Whoa.
Calling bumper weight.
Curl, Phil. Hard, Phil.
They didn't go hard to save the shooter on this. It doesn't look like they're going to. They're going to roll out.
They can always come back at it though, see? You can try and put the
Now
front and roll in.
Brent will try to play the run back on those.
Put front and they gotta come around the center.
It's Ben Mayhew making the attempt. And he makes it.
Right out.
However, still a good opportunity here for Team Tremblay to get in there and get covered behind some guards. Guards are a little bit staggered.
Nice. Can come around it. So.
You know what's funny? How I fixed my intern?
Oh God.
I couldn't hit the broom and I couldn't have my release. And I fixed how low I stay, and that has fixed everything.
This is Jean-Michel Arsenault
Here.
making this attempt.
Ligne est super bonne. Ligne est vraiment bonne.
Really important to get this one buried here.
All right, they're
Working it for weight here as well.
and they managed to get it in.
Get around.
They've overcurled a little bit too much. Gives Brent the way to get in there.
Or they can still get at it.
Yeah, with this 5.5 feet of curl, there's a lot of room for Brent to get in there, and they can
Got it.
make a T line or even a little better as long as it's right underneath that yellow rock.
Yeah, the Tremblay team actually overcooked that a little bit. They should have tried to keep that a little bit more straight than they did, and they just kept going on the curl and over curled it. Calling back 12 on this one, which is too much.
No, back 12 through.
So this one they're calling close to through. It looks like it's just going to bite the back, but yellow is still lying one. So excellent chance right now for Team Tremblay to get a second rock in there. Top 4.
Patience, patience un petit peu. On est large.
They're calling it a little heavy right now.
Vraiment large.
Probably
14-40, on est fort aussi. Descends là, descends là, descends là. Okay.
So they did manage to get it behind cover, but it is behind the tee line. So it looks like they're calling for hack weight. I think to get across the nose.
Plus fort aussi. Plus fort aussi.
Should be possible. Just one thing is if you throw it a couple feet heavy, it'll track on them. So making sure you're getting the correct weight. So they can
This is a little. Yeah, this is a little tricky. You have to make sure that you don't jam on that back one as well, and leave the possibility of having a 3 in play. It's Brent MacDougall's first rock, the 4th end. Sweeping hard on this one. This one actually looks quite good. And they are going to jam on the back, though. I think that was almost an in-between shot. They could let that curl a little bit more, but...
Yeah, one guy was calling to make it over the face, and the other guy was calling it to roll inside.
Yeah, exactly. So even though this rock is half buried, the top guard is pretty high, so this should be a pretty routine shot. Probably throw like a hack to bumper weight just to bump it out, roll away, lie 3. This is Skip Julien Tremblay's first rock. Calling it a little bit hot right now.
Curling a lot on them now. Trying to avoid that jam.
I think they're going to avoid the jam, but they just wanted to roll a little further away. But still makes the shot, and it's lying 3 now. So I would think Brent has a hit and a roll here on his next shot.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to go for the hit and roll or the double, but knowing Brent, he likes to throw the softer weight.
Right.
You want to roll this quite far. You could probably even show him a little bit on the other side, but making sure you're getting well over there.
Yeah, like you said, you want to roll it as far as you can, even if he rolls 2 rocks in. The way that the ice curls, you could throw it easily a backline weight and tap it out for your 3. So.
Pull down.
Yeah, we've seen this spot move a bit.
His weight's quite down on this. I don't even know if he's going to get any of this. And he's not.
Come on. Oh, he can't be doing that. Jesus.
So this is an open draw for 4 now.
Jesus, boys.
So that shot was just very light.
Man, that was.
Barely hack weight, I think.
Shot que mon garde tantôt.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Goodness.
Just really quickly on sheet number 4, Team Henderson scored 2 points and are now tied with Team Blades after 4 ends, 3-3. On sheet number 2, it looks like we saw a blank end, so it is still 1-1. And Team Mosier has the hammer. And this is the final rock for Team Tremblay Skip.
Yep.
It's wide open rings right now. Hasn't really touched it here. Could be going right through the hole, but it's going to dig in time, I think. So it's an open draw for 4, and now Team Tremblay takes a 2-point lead, 5-3 after 4 ends. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheets Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
Enjoy fall to the fullest with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
Just say nothing to him from now on.
Scottish killer.
That's fine.
All right, we are ready to begin end number 5 here at the Stew Sells Halifax 1824 Classic. With Team Tremblay now in, shouldn't say control, but in the lead, 5-3.
Big momentum change in this game. Tremblay made that one triple in the third end to save the game pretty much, and all of a sudden they pop a big 4 spot in the fourth. So.
Non, mais bon, oui. Hey, elle me sort de la main, j'ai accès. Yep, j'ai pas de way. Je suis mêlé.
This is Scott Weagle throwing corner guard.
I think we're good. Just halfway.
Oh, plus ça. Ouais, Sharp.
And the corner guard's made.
Okay.
Probably see a center guard now.
Ça donne ça un peu moins.
Sweeping hard to curl it over to the center line. Would like to get a piece of the center line. And they are dragging it over there. Pretty good shot.
Yeah, straight freeze. Good draw, you got it.
Brent will try to freeze around that center guard.
Good push. Fire! Push pretty close. 5, 6, 6. 6.
Calling the weight pretty good on this. Pretty good shot by Scott.
De même.
And Team Tremblay looks like they're going to follow this one down.
Yeah, this has been a game of freezes in the forefoot, trying to get the angles right.
Yep.
Both teams have had chances.
Flipped over to the other side to try to get a little bit of curl to it. Looks like we need to go for weight as well. It makes it to the top 12. Brent might be able to hit and roll off that now. Just with a bumper weight possibly.
Yep. I like board. 3/4. Yeah.
This board is the call.
Yeah, sit tight here, Scott. Yeah.
It's Nick Burdock in the hack, ready to throw.
Close. Whoa!
This one is really cutting over. But they do make the hit. Just didn't roll away.
Hard pass.
Might be able to
Really hard pass to guess. People
hit
like
this and
missing
roll
it
inside
all
and bump the other shot out in the open.
Yeah. That thing was like crazy.
Yeah, I don't think the double's there, but like you said, Greg, you can get it out in the open.
Right.
I know, like it was like missing it and then took off. But you almost have to hit the outside.
Well, the way he's broomed here, he's throwing some weight, so he might be able to get some action off that. Soon find out.
Whoa!
Third Jean-Michel Arsenault. Looks like he's outside a bit. And did manage to put it out in the open.
Same thing almost.
So a good chance for Brent to spread the rocks out here. Lie 2.
Yeah, this will curl at the end. No matter what. Yeah, no, I almost thought the exact same thing here.
So basically the same shot that Nick just threw.
A little more. Stay close. Whoa.
Pounding away at this one.
Yep.
Not going to get too much of a roll.
That's tough. Yeah.
And might have left the double again.
Both of those. It's tough.
So also wanted to tell some of our viewers about this year at the Halifax Curling Club. For those who don't know, this is our 200th anniversary. And we are having a year-long celebration. So we've had a few events already take place. And in a couple weeks' time, we're going to be having our celebration banquet, which will be hosted by the one and only Colleen Jones. If you're interested in coming, whether you're a present member or past member or somebody who just is interested in the sport of curling and its history in general, tickets are available on our website, halifaxcurl.com. That week as well, we're also having a book launch for our new history book being created by Arthur McCalla, one of our members of our club, and he'll be having that book launch one night. So there's lots of things happening, including the Halifax Curling Club hosting the 2025 Provincial Men and Women's Championships. And that's going to be taking place in January. It's a pretty nice shot there. A little bit out in the open, but the double's not there anymore.
Still makes him play something. Oh, works. You get real close. It's either way. It's stuck to the guard too, so it's tough. To make that roll, you basically have to skinny the guard.
Yeah, a little game of cat and mouse going on now, trying to get behind that center guard.
So ideally, they'd like to tap this out, roll behind the center guard.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Nice. Kill. Kill.
Very close. Just had to come another inch. So Ben will have the opportunity to roll away on this.
That's good. Oh, you got this. You're in the room.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She laid out her whole calendar.
It's close, a little down. Yeah, a little down. Hard. Stay close.
This one looked like it straightened up a little bit. Needs to hold on for second shot. It might roll too much, so
Oh, well.
it's now an open hit to lie to for Team Tremblay. I think that one handcuffed them a little bit. It was the rock looked like it was curling, and then just kind of stopped.
Yeah, 3 other rocks they threw in that path took off on them, but that one was
Contrôle up.
a little confusing.
Yeah.
Ouais, plus contrôle up que contrôle. Yeah.
Sure, Brent will probably throw a draw around the center guards after this, now that they're only third shot on the side.
This is skip Julien Tremblay looking for a nose hit. This one needs to move a bit to hold on. It's floating there, and it's going to roll out. So advantage back to Team MacDougall. Although that rock is behind cover, so
That's the other thing we have. He'll stick his out there.
so Brent will have to make a draw around those center guards.
Double run, so.
Type, yeah.
You want to tell him 4 or 5? 4? Okay.
Just before Brent throws this rock, an update from sheet number 1. Looks like Team Morrison scored or stole one in the 5th end and are now up 3-0 on Team Duncan. And this is Brent MacDougall's first rock of the 5th end.
T-line. Top 8.
Hard everything. It's going to be close to that second one. It's not going to be there. And Team Tremblay is still going to be lying 1 at this. Still kind of tricky. You can make the hit on that, but
Yeah, I
the
guess
options.
they have the draw, or like Jean-Michel just said, hit that side one, I guess.
few options.
Yeah, it's tough to hit it and sit 2 afterwards, or not leave a double. So looks like they're going to try something else.
Tant qu'à ça, je frapperais, je roulerais.
We'll
Le
make
droit,
a
ce qui est
draw.
payant,
We
c'est
can
d'en
play
mettre une
split.
belle. Ouais, mais on est quand même supposé être capable de ne pas y toucher. Non, mais tu sais, je comprends ce que vous dites, mais au pire, on en
And now they're going to the outturn draw. My only hesitation with this is if you're over curls and taps them up.
Ça, si ça avançait là, c'est genre.
Moi, je pense que c'est peut-être même un peu plus que ça que ça prend.
Ça, c'est bon.
So it looks like the goal here still is to steal a point. If you were looking at just forcing them, I'd probably be drawing to the left side behind the corner guard. But this is definitely an offensive shot.
Yeah, if this is made, Brent's probably going to have to throw the raised stick against two. So.
Right.
L'autre est arrivé là, j'ai brossé quand même un peu. Fait qu'elle était là, admettons, à la sortie de ta main. Moi, je pense que tu peux tirer quasiment ça.
Okay.
On peut en enlever 2 pieds.
Comme mon dernier droite?
Ouais, enlève-toi 2 pieds.
Okay.
So Team Tremblay's final rock of the 5th end. Looking at drawing around the center to lie 2.
La ligne est bonne. Just the way.
Juste la ligne.
This is not light. Just want to make sure you stop for at least second shot somewhere. And they will, I believe. Yep.
Wow.
So I think Brent only has to follow him down for his 1 right now, or even tap his red up just a foot or so.
Ah, bien glissé pareil dans le pat.
I see what Brent's eyeing up, but I'm not sure if it's really necessary. I guess.
Yeah, oh, I see.
Like,
yeah.
This, whatever, even if we
Talking about the hit rock, the red one going off the yellow and then back on the other yellow.
it's probably there, like a double split kind of shot.
Yeah.
If anything, we'll get this to here.
Might be worth giving it a go.
You just have to hit it really thin. That's the only issue.
If you're only hitting here, it's back 12. Yeah. Yeah, we need to make sure we get, because this will probably still hit here. Yeah, so we need to make sure we get a little bit on
I think I'd just be taking my straight 1 here. You can be forced to overthrow this a little bit and possibly give up a steal at 2 if you don't make this right.
Yeah, looks like he's giving it a go. Quarter rock with back ring weight.
Yeah.
Maybe stick your shooter on the side.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, if you overcurl too much here and with that back 12 weight, you're going to give up 2 points. Let's see.
I'll stick. Close one.
Parce que je me suis dit. Tu m'as comme parlé. C'est ça le temps, avec ce balai-là.
It's the final rock of the 5th end. Brent MacDougall
Pull down!
looking at playing a delicate little split. Sweepers are calling the weight down a bit. Here's 1. Oh, I think he...
Did he get it over?
Oh, he got the
There you
1.
go.
Everything else is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 looks like 1 red for Team
I
MacDougall.
think with the right weight there, it's on. It's there.
And Team Tremblay will take the hammer back into the 6th end, leading by 1. We will return after these messages.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
Good shot, good shot.
I thought we had 2.
Yeah. I thought too. Yeah.
Good.
Or a little bit more of the rock, maybe.
Then he throws it on a...
And we're back for end number 6. Got the Stu Cells Halifax 1824 Classic.
Yeah.
Team MacDougall about ready to throw their lead rocks. Scott Weagle in the hack. Just looking around at a couple more updates for our curling fans. On sheet number 4, I see that Team Blades has scored 1 in the 5th end and now lead 4-3 over Team Henderson. Team Mosier scored 1 in the 5th end and have a 2-1 lead after 5 over
Go ahead.
Team Champ.
Good.
And no change on sheet 1. It is still 3-0 for Team Morrison over Team Duncan. So center guard has been put up by Team MacDougall on the center line. Cannot be touched. Team Tremblay will go around. This is Philippe Brassard.
On est où? Ligne est bonne.
Calling good line on this one. Just as all weight now. Looks like they'll drag it to the top 8.
Good sweet, buddy. Shot, Phil.
Nice shot. Brent will put a second guard up.
Okay. All right. It's tight.
Scott Weagle.
A little better. Not much.
2 feet more.
Looking to put a second guard on.
3 feet more. Tight. 3.
Go ahead. Yeah, go.
Looking to get that over to the center line. It looks like they will.
Right on, perfect.
Nice shot. Not in the rings.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah, we're leaving him like
can't
that
be
from now
touched.
on. Every time, man. Every time.
Team
Top
Tremblay just discussing the next shot.
Non.
It's like a straight draw, they're saying, to the top 4.
Top 4.
That's good. Right on. No, it is. Yeah.
Ligne est bonne.
Looks like we're sweeping for weight.
That's good.
Out comes the skip to help. Calling a 4. Really like to get this half buried, and they do. Nice shot.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Brent was going to do something with these or come all the way around, kind of where he's standing.
Well, he's going to roll open. I know that, but like there's...
A bit of conflict of interest here from the two sides. Brent wants to play a hit. I think the team probably wants to play a draw. But the skipper wins on this one. Looking to play a board to bumper weight just to bump one of those yellows out of play, keep the shooter in play. This one looks tight.
That's good.
They want to save the shooter, and they do.
Close I can get. Like, it's me, but it doesn't do much. Like,
So Team Tremblay still lying 2. Now the question, do you start peeling or do you keep the offense on? Looks like they're going to peel into the red into the red.
Proche une demi.
Yeah, I think they like the offense more with only one guard up there.
Yep.
Still, we can run. Yeah.
Trying to catch the side one is a
I
bonus.
guess if we're playing this, okay, I guess it's tough. Oh yeah, yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's Philippe Brassard trying to make the peel, make the straight peel. Will he get the second one? Yes, he will. Good shot. Now,
Or a guard.
Brent's going to replace that guard.
Well, right now we're playing against giving up 2 or 3 by leaving everything in the half.
Yeah, looks like Brent's plan is going to throw a few guards, probably throw one into the 4-foot near the end of the end. Try to get a force or a steal that way.
Right. And the center line guard is there. Another quick update on sheet number 1. Team Morrison stole another point on Team Duncan. They're up 4-0 now after 6. Now Team Tremblay is looking at peeling the second guard closest to the rings.
Clean. Clean.
It looks like it's made. Now Brent has his guard out. He's going to put another one on, or is he going to make some type of play now?
You can probably get...
Looks like the call is to play a bumper weight. Try to roll behind the guard placed there. Calling tight out of his hand. Close to the guard. I think he is on the guard.
It was just a hair light of what they were asking for.
Yeah. A slight consolation is that he rolled into the rings. I would think Tremblay would hit that now to lie 3.
Control.
Are you a little tight of your hand? Yeah. I think weight was fine. Yeah.
This is third Jean-Michel Arsenault. Playing a control hit.
Carol.
Even have some trickiness on those outside parts.
No, I saw you.
Been rolling out quite a bit on them.
No. 8-9.
Now Brent is talking about a hit and roll. Make the double on the way by.
Looking for the double and roll.
It's Ben Mayhew. Looks like he's out a bit. So hit a little too thin, lost the shooter.
Top it.
Team Tremblay, excuse me. Pretty wide open for a 2 right now.
On est large un peu.
Lots of line. Lots of line. Definitely do not want to be behind the T line here. That is the out for the MacDougall team. This one does look like it's coming a little hot.
Hey, well, here's the opportunity Brent's been waiting for this end.
They did get it behind cover, but that is the out that they were looking for.
14 écarts. Ouais, je t'ai vu à puncher.
Cross sense. They were like 2 feet off the guard. Yeah, I'm good with it.
It's just down there in the hack discussing weight right now. This is very important that the weight is right on this one.
Really close.
So skip Brent MacDougall with his first shot at the 6th end. Sweeper saying back 12, which is a little bit hot. It actually looks like it's coming down and curling, but it's still got to curl a little bit more over. It actually came over quite nice and makes the shot.
Not even that sweeping, 80 by himself. Right on, Brent. Oh, it's perfect. But for us, yes.
Non, c'était plus là. Yeah.
So Julien Tremblay would look to make a freeze to this. He actually talked about tapping it back a foot as well.
Backline.
So backline is the call to just unlock the rocks.
Yeah, they're going to have to move that yellow one to have any chance at getting their other yellow to count.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa! 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 Back eight. Girl.
He's looking to curl this over. Does not want to bounce off it, and he does. Not what he wanted. So right now they're just trading opportunities back.
Yeah, so red is second shot. Greg, do you like rolling towards the right to the other yellow, or do you think you flip underneath the guard again?
I don't know if I'd be going under the guard here just because you have to be so precise with it. And if you leave it anywhere on the nose, you're leaving a double for 2 or 3. I half think that the shot is to roll away, force them to 1. They're still talking about a steal right now.
Yeah, I think as long as you don't nose it,
Do you mind going
good.
here?
Yeah, that was my first thought, Nick.
Well, then we're lying too here.
I'm not seeing a great steal opportunity right now.
No.
I mean, if you get just get the force going, and if you get a mistake, then you get the steal. But
Like it's pretty solid. Like
can't really afford to give up more than 1 here. So
that's pretty good, but it's tough. Like you have to go like perfect right here, so he can't squirt the red out. So this one I think gives us a bit more air. I think makes him throw against 2. So
I think the rest of the team's just worried a little bit if you hit it too thin, you're actually going to slice your
you can hit more with
your red one out as well on the left side.
3/4 with the intern, you'll be fine. Yeah.
that would be pretty unlucky to hit it that thin. If you're hitting it that thin, you're probably rolling out anyway. So.
Right, right. So the call is the roll away.
Just have to make sure you roll enough so you don't leave a double, whether that's a nose double or the other type of double. But
no matter what they play, it has to be a precise shot here. Like we mentioned, ideally you do not want to hit the nose of this. This is Brent MacDougall's final rock of the 6th end without hammer.
Close.
Calling about hack weight right now.
Yeah, hard. You gotta go. Keep going. Come on. Close.
And rolls away. Might have still left the double pretty flat, but it's there for 3.
Yeah, those reds are pretty close together, so it's definitely there.
Oh, jeez.
Almost perfect. Just had to roll another rock over to the right side.
Yeah, the unfortunate part for Brent is it's pretty natural, about half a rock or so.
We need to hit less then and kind of go. Yeah.
Even if the double's not made and this overcurls a smidge, he's still going to get his 1 that way.
It almost is harder to try and make that perfect flaw.
Final rock of the 6th end. Looking to make a double for a possible 3. On and off right now. And shots made. So that's a 3 spot for Team Tremblay. And I think I see the gloves coming off. So that looks like our final score. So the final score is Team Tremblay 8, Team MacDougall with 4. So a big thank you again to our sponsors of our men's event, Steel Subaru, our female event of Neon Train, our partner sponsors of Curling Store, Combi Rate, Scotia Square, Murphy's Hospitality Group, and the PEI Brewing Company, and our supporting sponsors of Stanhope Simpson Insurance and Stu Sells Realty. That will be all for us today. We hope you enjoyed our coverage. Thank you very much to Joel. Fun time. And we will see you a little bit later today for our next draw of the day. Have a good evening.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
We started Neon Train to help get small and medium-sized organizations online to transform their learning and make their programs more effective. Our team of learning experts will work with you to understand your budget, project scope, and learning goals. It's so rewarding when our clients say to us, I now have more time to focus on my business. I now have more time to put into my learners. I now have more time to spend with my family. Reach out today and start your organization's learning transformation.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stucurls.com, see all my events, see the Stu Sell series. But you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.